Right, hello. Decided to make these videos just to record the walks that me and my girlfriend do, just so I can refer to them in the future and sort of remember what they were like and things like that. And maybe if anyone else is interested in doing them themselves, they can have a look. So this is one we did yesterday. Yesterday being 31st of August 2024. Pretty warm day. A bit windy, but caught the sun a bit, so not too bad. This is the route I originally plotted, just over 11 miles. Turned out the actual walk based on like the Apple Watch activity was just under 13 miles. And so it was started in Ponteland, which is here, which is just sort of north of Newcastle in the northeast of England. So overview of the walk, not too difficult, not many uphills particularly, not many cows to have to contend with. Shoe wise, just fairly normal walking shoes, nothing mad. Wasn't wet underfoot particularly. In the long grass, yeah, a bit, from the dew in the morning, but soon dried in the weather. But I imagine in winter you'd want something a bit more substantial on your feet. Yeah, right. Started in Ponteland, parked at the leisure centre, which is free all day parking. Yeah, so parked here, and then just headed north. You can actually use this cut through here, take past the Waitrose, and then we went through the estate here just to have a look in a charity shop. Trying to find where that was. Let me Google it. Charity shop. Well, I don't want every bloody charity shop in the country. Yeah, this one here. Tyndale Hospice at Home. Just had a look there first, then I got a book. And then we carried on going, just walked through the estate here. And then eventually you get out into more of the countryside. So looking back at the OS maps just to see what route we took. Yes, it's just footpath up here, and then eventually you cross over just past this farm. So I've put the street view down. Go back a bit. Yeah, so coming up from Ponteland from up there, cross over the road, and there's the start of the walk proper, I guess, into the field. And then just sort of heading north, really. So heading all the way up north, past this archery place. There's some people practicing. And yeah, fairly steady. Head all the way up, and you eventually get to this sort of long straight bit that takes you west. Nice sort of tarmacked bit. This. The only problem is you get so far down, and there's a recycling plant or a tip, basically. And then once you get there, there's cars going backwards and forwards, and it's a fairly narrow lane, so you're constantly watching out for that. But anyway, you're not on it too long, get to the end. Past this, it's a Tomahawk Steakhouse at the moment. I don't know if Google Maps will have the latest one. Yeah. This is a place where you can, I think it's a place where they just constantly bring around free meat. There's one in town in Newcastle that I've been to, which was nice. But anyway, yeah, you come out of here, just walk along the grass. And then eventually, on your right hand side, you get to here. I mean, it was a lot more overgrown when we came. This is from March, this image, but as I say, it was August when we went. So anyway, fight your way through the brambles and such like. And then, yeah, you get through past this some sort of equestrian facility, part of a farm or whatever. And then, yeah, you just head through there. Heading towards a place called Milbourne. Yeah, and this is actually an area that slowed us down quite a lot, just because the actual route through, which should have been here, was completely overgrown. It must have been years since anyone's been this way. So I found a big stick, hacked down all the nettles and brambles, and got my way onto the steps to pass the fence. But at the other side, it was 5-10 feet deep of thick black bramble bushes, and there was no way through. So what I had to do is I had to come down here, just hug the fence. It's all barbed wire, so it's not easy to get over. It needs to be, I don't know whose responsibility it is, but yeah, it needs to be opened back up properly. But yeah, if you head down here, just hug the fence to get to a big tree, and there's actually like 3 panels of wood horizontally sort of attached to this tree, which you can, if you're careful, sort of get your leg over that, over the barbed wire, and then carry on into this bit, which is a really nice bit. It's sort of little mill burn here. Yeah, it's really nice, sort of green, enclosed sort of area, sort of like a bit of a dip down here, so it feels like you're sort of enclosed in like almost like in a valley. Yeah, then you pass through this little farm bit. I think there's some sort of Volkswagen, I don't know, repair shop, sort of refurbished cars, and yeah, a few old camper vans. Always nice to see. Yeah, I think the actual route according to OS Maps says you go sort of up here, but it looks completely impassable. So you can just pass through through this farmyard area. The actual route I've plotted here isn't exact. It was just a rough idea, but you can see the footpath here. And then, yeah, you get into Milbourne and Milbourne, don't you say it? And then we actually stopped here for some lunch. So there's just near this nice big house. You can see the signpost here: Stamford and Belsey, Kirkley, Ponteland, and then 12 miles from Newcastle. And fortuitously, there was a little bench here, so stopped there for our lunch. Tuna sandwiches in a stotty, if you're interested, and then just carried on here, and then back on the footpath. Then you just head over fields, heading sort of south. past here there's a load of sheep, and I've never had sheep run up to me before and be aggressive, but yeah, these sheep weren't very happy to see us. I had to sort of fend them off. Not physically, just shout at them. Past this church, quite a nice looking church. See if there's any photos on here. There you go. Yeah, just out in the middle of nowhere, but very nice looking. And yeah, continue heading south, and you go through presume the grounds of this very sort of impressive, I don't know, mansion, I guess you'd call it, Milburn Hall. It's not actually coming up on Google here. But yeah, you can see from how it looks here, very, very grand with this courtyard section. Yeah, very fancy. So yeah, continue just past there through a little wooded section. Then you just continue heading south, really, just through these fields. And then the next sort of place, little hamlet you get to is Dalton. Which is here. So you basically, I think, actually go through the back garden basically of these houses. Obviously, it's a public right of way, and you get onto this paddock lane here. So here you come out of here, and then I think I headed right, and then again quite an overgrown section. Must never get used. Where is it? Too far, I think. Go back. Yeah, so it's this little bit here I'm trying to find, which should be about there. Oh, that looks like it. Oh yeah, here you go. Oh well, it actually looks fairly accessible here, but when we went, it was pretty bad. Yeah, anyway, down there. I think you could probably go. Yeah, you could just go down the road and across to avoid it if needed. But yeah, so you get down here, and yeah, that is a swimming pool. I don't know how many days of the year it's hot enough to use that, but there you go. Here it is. You come down these steps here. Have a nosy into this fancy looking house down here. And then you can see the footpath here, hidden away. Obviously, don't want people coming around their houses, but hidden away down past the garage, which is bigger than most people's houses, and then down sort of through the wooded area and over the footbridge across the unfortunately named Meg's Hole. Don't know what that means. And yeah, you just keep heading south until you get to Eastwick. Eachwick, even. Not bloody Eastwick, it's the witches of Eastwick. Eachwick. Don't know if there's any witches living here, but yeah, get there and then start heading east. Plot the street view down, have a look. Yeah, not much to really say about this place, just a few houses. And then, yeah, it takes you out onto the, well, not a main road, but oh, well, there's a bus driver. Where's he off to? Oh, disappeared. Yeah, it takes you onto this road, and then, yeah, there's no footpath or anything, but you just walk along the road. You follow it all the way around until just before you get to this place called Medburn, which I think is just a big new housing estate. But yeah, just before you get there, there's a little cut in here. Just cross the road, and then off you go. You're on sort of a more commonly tread path, I guess, like a few dog walkers and that from probably from Darras Hall or Medburn. And yeah, you just follow it around, get back onto the estate here. Have a look at all the big houses, see how many Ferraris you can spot, and Bentleys and what have you, and then yeah, we headed back in, and then there's a couple of places you could go before you head home. We went to, where is it? The Ponteland, I think it's called. Got a few local beers on, which was nice. Sat outside. There you go. There it is. Stop there for a drink. Head to Waitrose for something nice for tea. Get in your car and go home. So yeah, that's the walk. Really nice walk. As I say, about 13 miles in the end. Yeah, probably want to do again, but probably worth wearing long trousers to avoid some of the brambles and nettles, and definitely take cream to help with stings, because it's clearly not some of these paths, certainly up in the northern end of the route, just don't get used at all. So maybe don't take a machete, but at least find yourself a big stick to whack the weeds with. But that's it. Thanks for watching.